be on TV since I was a little kid, and this girl said, come to the comedy club. So I go to the comedy club with her. She said, we gonna go Tuesday night. I want you to sign up to perform next week, and then I want you to see how I go first. I said, cool. So I went, I walked in the comedy club, I signed up for the following week, and I sit down. I didn't have no money back then. This girl named Gladys Jacob bought me some chicken wings and grapefruit juice. And I was sitting there watching. There's supposed to be 10 dudes perform. 9 of them went up. Now, I ain't laughed all night. She said, you're not laughing at none of these jokes. You know why? Because what they were doing was my actual gift. It was the thing I've been doing my whole life. So I wasn't laughing at their joke because I knew everything they was going to say. And I knew everything they should have said where the joke would have really been funny. So I'm just sitting there just a student, man. So it got to the 10th guy, and they called his name, and nobody went up. And they called his name again. They said, well, looks like number 10 isn't here. We're going to go to next week's list. Steve Harvey, come on up. I looked at that girl, Gladys. I said, it's crazy. I said, there's somebody in here got the same name I got. She said, you really can't be this stupid. She said, boy, that's you. And the audience clapped again, it's all white on it. I run up on stage, I ain't got nothing. First thing I say to the audience is, hey, I appreciate y'all clapping, but I ain't supposed to be here, I'm on next week's show. They white, they laugh. So I said, no, really, I ain't got nothing for y'all. So the girl Gladys yelled out, tell them about when you was boxing. So on the way down, I had told her this story about boxing. So I did the boxing joke. These people's in the flow laughing. So then, I ain't had nothing else. So I had wrote some jokes from my buddy AJ Jamal that I hadn't sold to him yet. So I said, well, hell, let me try these. So I did them jokes. They died laughing. They brought me off stage. They brought all 10 of us up on stage. They had a clap off. That night, I won the clap off. I won amateur night, October 8th, 1985. They paid me $50. I get in the car. I'm 40 minutes from my house. Gladys is driving me home. I'm crying the entire time. Ain't stop crying. She said, what you crying for? It's just $50. I said, no, you don't understand. This ain't $50. I've been born tonight. This ain't $50. This God answering a prayer of mine that I've been praying for 20 years. This ain't $50. This is what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. I went to work the next day, October 8th, 1985, and quit my job. I have done nothing since October 8th, 1985, except one thing. I've been telling these here jokes. That's all I've ever done. That gift that God gave me, you know, the Bible says your gift will make room for you. It'll make room for you. See, if you're not doing your gift, you're wasting your time. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, see, but sales is a gift. That dude that keep winning team member of the year from the comfortable background.
Every day. My staff, any book with the title of leadership in it, I get it. I every day read leadership. Oh my goodness, every day. And because I have so much reading to do, I took 3 speed reading courses. Oh yes. So when I interviewed Condoleezza Rice on the plane out, I read a book on Condoleezza Rice. I can read a book real fast, you understand? I took speed reading courses so I could read more. Now, speed reading didn't increase my comprehension, but speed reading lets me get to where I need to get to so I can slow down so I can understand it. You see, 20% of a book has 80% of everything you need to know. Now, there are some exceptions, my books, for example. So when I say study leadership, what do I mean? Right, real quick, okay? I got to get this done for you. That means reading. That means resources. You see, in 1973, when I realized I needed to develop a personal plan for growth and I didn't have one, and I didn't know how to develop one, Success Motivation Institute out of Waco, Texas had a kit that I could buy for $795 that would help me to personally grow, and that kit cost me 1 month of my salary, and I bought it. Well, it took me 6 months to buy it because I had to save up for it. Most of my life, I have belonged to at least 7 CD clubs on leadership, resource, learning lunches. Every month since 1982, I've set up a lunch from somebody. I buy the lunch, I don't even eat. I just ask questions. Somebody that's smarter, faster, better than me. And I just ask questions. I call it my learning lunch. Do it every month. Oh, if I had 20 minutes, I'd teach you what I just learned. Oh, I would just teach you what I just learned in a learning lunch I had 2 weeks ago. But I don't have time. Events. Going to events, leadership event.
Oh God, I hear something. The problem with the entire text, can I preach on a few minutes? The problem with the whole text with me from a theological perspective is that the vessel that he made of clay, The clay didn't make itself. The vessel that he made of clay, Jeremiah says, was marred in the hand of the potter. And that's the problem with the text, because I have always thought that if I was really in his hand, then nothing could go wrong. If I really belong to God, I can't be hurt. If God has got a hold to my life, I thought I wouldn't go through anything. But the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hands of the potter. Listen at how careful. Jeremiah describes this. He doesn't say that the potter made a mistake. He doesn't even blame the clay. It just happened. Did you get that? That's so beautiful. I don't think half of them got that, but if you got that, that was worth me getting up this morning. It just happened. Stop trying to understand things that just happened. The Bible said, the Bible said the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. He doesn't say that the clay did wrong. He doesn't say that the potter did wrong. Marcus, he just says it just happened. I have a prophetic word for somebody who's been asking God for months why, and God said it just happened. The vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter, which means that the vessel got damaged in the process. That the vessel got damaged in the process. How can a couple who spend all of their money to celebrate their love in a wedding and exchange their nuptials in front of all of their friends and throw rice and kiss and make love for weeks end up so angry with each other that they abhor the breath of the person that you could not get their tongue out of their mouth in the wedding? Excuse my candor. It was damaged in the process. How can the baby that you held, and you couldn't put the baby down, and you held the baby so long, you let the baby sleep in the bed with you, you held the baby while you was cooking, you held the baby while you sitting on the toilet. This is my baby, this is my baby. You got 175,000 pictures of different angles of the baby's face. And then they grow up and say something so smart, you think I will slap every one of your teeth down your throat until you get indigestion and cough up dentures. Because it gets damaged in the process. How can the job that you prayed for and fasted for for, and had all your friends praying that you would get it, and you was crying on your first day at work, and now you're crying because you got to go to work. Because we are damaged in the process. There is not a person in this room or watching on this stream or watching online from anywhere in the world who has not been damaged in the process. You're here, you're a survivor, you just got through shouting, I survived, I'm here, yeah, but I'm damaged in the process. I listened at them talking about dating and how they wanted to be whole before they met anybody, but the truth of the matter is you can't live to be 30 and 40 years old and not be. What you really need is somebody who can accept your scars.